Good day. Today we'll be covering constraints in SQL Server Management Studio. So, to define a constraint, you can either do it in two ways. You do it when you're creating the table here, or you can alter the table and add the constraints. To check your constraints have been added, this is an essential select query that you can run to check the name and the special code for your constraints after you add them. These are constraints from previously added tables. So now I will create the table. So you see there's the age constraint of check. There are two types of constraints. A few types of constraints is the check, the not now, the unique, and the primary key. And then I added the age constraints, and then I can check it using this code here. Please copy paste it after viewing it. And here's the new constraints of check. If you want to delete your check, you can copy paste this and then run this query here called the drop constraints. So the hash key changes every time you create a constraint. So you're gonna go alter table, employee constraints, drop constraint. This is the name of your constraint, the table you created the constraint in, the check age. Then this is the age and the hash key. So once you run this, the constraint will be deleted. I won't delete it now, I'll delete it after we run a check that it works. So now we're gonna enter data into our table. So we run the data now. One row affected. We run the query to see that our data is able to go inside. So when you run a constraint of where the check is not met, so we made a constraint for the check age larger than 18. Now we're going to put in data for age smaller than 18. When you run this, we're going to get an error. The insert statement conflicts with the check constraint, check employee age. You see that it is the exact same data as we see when we ran our select from constraint name and information schema. The conflict occurred in the database tutorials table DBO column age. And now to delete our constraint, we can run this again to see, oh sorry, we ran the wrong one. We run this one and our constraint is still there. We copy paste this, we scroll up, and then we will be able to drop our constraint using this query here. And then after dropping it, we will be able to add the data that does not meet the check we had. Then when you run this, the invalid data is in there because we deleted our check. Thank you.